If you are in your 20s and want to start your career in the AI era, here's how I would do it if I were starting from zero today. See, I follow the safest path. Computer science from West Pilani, high-paying role at a big MNC, data platform engineer. But that old playbook breaks in 2026. So let's break this down into a simple 5-step roadmap I wish someone had given me when I was starting from zero. The biggest mistake people are making right now is treating AI like just another skill upgrade. Learn a new tool, add it to your resume, and move on. That's like putting a bandage on a wound when the problem is really internal. You're fixing symptoms, not the system. But AI isn't a skill shift, it's a structural shift. In 2025, 83% of engineering graduates in India finished college without a single job or even an internship, even though more people than ever were learning how to code. At the same time, AI systems jump from solving 4% of real engineering tasks to over 70% in a single year. So if you're preparing for the AI era by only stacking skills, you are preparing for a ladder that's disappearing. And if you're wondering where to begin, don't worry. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step guide you can grab for absolutely free if you stick around till the end. Before you think about skills, tools, or job titles, you need to understand this. You have to stop preparing for roles, start preparing for problems. Roles worked when companies hired people to just do tasks. You would come in, complete what was assigned for, and feel productive at the end of the day. That model is honestly breaking because AI isn't a side tool anymore. In 2025, AI generated around 41% of all code developers write, and most developers now use AI tools daily as part of their workflow, which means a huge chunk of execution, the kind of work freshers and juniors used to start their career with, is no longer scarce. So today, you can't just show up, finish tasks, and expect to grow. Companies aren't rewarding activity anymore, they're rewarding impact. And you will already see this at the frontier. Today, a lot of strong MVPs are built by very small teams, sometimes just 1 or 2 people. And still they're getting into places like Y Combinator. Not because teams got smarter, but because AI lets them move much faster. Tools like Cursor, Codex, and Claude Code agents allow founders to build in weeks what is to take full teams months. That's collapsing team structures. What once needed large engineering organizations is now handled by fewer than 5 freaking people, each person augmented by AI. And as software becomes cheaper to build, that bottleneck kind of shifts. More focus is moving towards hardware and real-world systems, compute, chips, robotics, and IoT devices. Now this isn't a future prediction, it's already happening right now. So step 1 isn't asking, what role should I prepare for? It's asking, what real business problem do I want to own and solve? Once you anchor to problems instead of titles, the rest of this roadmap starts to make sense. The next question is, which problems are actually worth your time? Because not all problems pay the same. Some problems give you linear returns. You solve them once, they reset. You start again tomorrow. Other problems compound. Solve them once and they keep paying you back. Here's how to tell the difference. A problem compounds if at least one of this is true. Solving it reduces future work. Solving it unlocks more users, revenue, or speed. Solving it improves a system, not just an outcome. Now, some concrete examples for you. Replying to customer support tickets is a linear problem. Reducing why customers need support in the first place, that compounds. Shipping one feature is linear. Improving how fast a team can ship all features, that compounds. Posting content every day is linear. Building a distribution system that keeps bringing users, that compounds. This is where AI changes the game. AI makes linear problems cheaper, but it also supercharges compounding ones. So step 2 isn't about working harder. It's about asking one question before you commit time. If I solve this one, does it make tomorrow easier, or am I back to absolute zero? See, if it makes tomorrow easier, that's a compounding problem. And that's where careers grow fastest. Now, once you see that, the next question is quite obvious. What skills actually put you close to those problems? Because AI did not remove people. It shifted demand towards data-backed decision makers. That's where today's sponsors fit in, Simply Learn. The professional certificate program in data analytics, GenAI, and Adaptive Systems by IHFC, the Technology Innovation Hub of IT Delhi, and powered by Simplilearn. If you already have 2 to 6 years of industry experience, this program is designed to help you move closer to the business impact. It's an 8-month hands-on program, not a 4-year degree, with 40 plus exercises and 15 plus real-world projects. You learn industry-relevant tools like Excel, SQL, Python, Power BI, R, TensorFlow, LangChain, ChatGPT, along with GenAI tools applied to analytics. Upon completion, you also get a certification from IHFC Technology Innovation Hub of IT Delhi, a Microsoft Azure Data Fundamental certification, and a 2-day campus immersion at IT Delhi. On top of skills, there's career support through Simplilearn's Job Assist, mentoring, networking, interview prep, and profile optimization. If your goal is to move from task execution to data-backed business level impact, next cohorts are starting soon in December. Check the link in the description for details. Now let's get back to the roadmap. Now, once you're clear on the problems you want to work on, question isn't what language should I master? It's what technical skills let me solve this problem end to end. Because in the AI era, you didn't win by being the deepest expert in one tool. You win by being the person who can connect systems. So here's the rule I follow. Learn enough tech to go from idea to system to real outcomes. Let me make that concrete. First, one core programming language, non-negotiable. You need one language you're comfortable thinking in. For most people today, that's Python. Not to build everything from scratch, but to glue things together. APIs, data, automation, AI tools. Python gives you leverage across all of that. Second, data literacy is more important than heavy engineering. You don't need to be a hardcore ML engineer, but you do need to understand how data is stored, how to query it, how to reason with it. That's why basics like SQL matter more than all those fancy algorithms. Next, decide early, researcher or builder. If you're getting into AI, decide where you want to contribute. There are 2 distinct paths. Researchers go deep, training models, evaluations, internals. Fewer people, very long-term depth. Builders take existing models and turn them into real-world products, tools, services, systems. This is where most startups are being built today. Neither is better, but trying to do both at the same time doesn't work. So decide early. Next, build in public. Now, this matters more than any roadmap. Instead of over-optimizing what to learn, start showing what you are building right now. It could be AI, software, content, marketing, anything you are genuinely curious about. If you keep building and sharing consistently for 6 months or a year, 2 distinct things will happen. First, your thinking gets much more sharper. You cannot fake clarity in public. Second, opportunities start finding you. You never know who is watching. That's how inbounds happen. If I had to pick one platform to start with, it will be Twitter. It's where high agency people hang out. Builders, hackers, founders, researchers, investors. Your growth depends on who you are learning from, who you are building alongside, and what kind of problems you are exposed to. Okay, let me make this less abstract. When we say choose the right environment, we're not saying you need to relocate or be stuck in a specific city. In 2026, environments are global. What matters isn't geography, it's the association. Bangalore, San Francisco, Berlin, London still have dense builder ecosystems. But today, you can be absolutely anywhere and still be in the same rooms, virtually, through communities, open source projects, hackathons, group chats, online meetups, public conversations. So instead of asking, which city should I move to? Ask, which builders am I consistently learning from and building with? That's how environments accelerate you in the AI era. Up to this point, we have talked about mindset, problems, and environments. Now comes the practical part. What do you actually learn? And let me be very clear about this. If you think this is about learning ChatGPT or prompt engineering, you can stop watching right now. That's not where real value comes from. What matters in the AI era is whether you can help a business do something faster, cheaper, or better. Now, AI touches every role, but you don't need to do everything. You need to wear a couple of hats well. It can be operations, product, engineering, growth. Pick at least one core leverage area and learn just enough from the others to connect the dots. Go deep enough that you can confidently say, because of my work, this business metric moved. That's it. That's the skill stack that survives 2026. And honestly, if you follow this roadmap consistently, not perfectly, just consistently, you will compress years of trials and error into months, way faster than we did. And everything we shared today is exactly what we wish someone had told us earlier. And if this felt like a lot to remember, don't worry. We have linked a free PDF in the description down below with the entire step-by-step roadmap laid out clearly. And if you're looking to build a career in video editing in 2026, watch this video right here.